Hello. Well, England have announced their squad for the first test against New Zealand, um, and there's been a few changes, some interesting headlines. So the squad is Ben Stokes, Ryan Ahmed, Gus Atkinson, Sonny Baker, Shoaib Basir, Jacob Bethel, Harry Brook, Ben Dockett, Matthew Fisher, Emilio Gay, James Rue, Ollie Robinson, Joe Root, Jamie Smith, and Josh Tong. The big headline: Zach Crawley has finally been dropped. It's probably 3 years too late, but angels rejoice when sinners repent. So that's one good thing. He's gone, and I hope never gets to play for England again. And I hope England have learnt their lesson. Two, there's two spinners in the side for some reason for the first test in England. I don't know if there's any reason for that other than wanting to keep the two players, Ahmed and Bashir, happy, and just to have a kind of a squad where, with an eye on the future, in a sense that they don't, one of them doesn't feel alienated and feels part of the plans. There's no winner being near to be playing two spinners in a first test in England, especially when neither of them are that good, really. Um, Reselection, you'd probably go for Ahmed ahead of Bashir just because he can bat a bit, um, but none of those two are going to run through a side. No Wood or Archer. If they were horses, they'd be shot. And you just look at the bowling attack. They brought back Ollie Robinson. Now, Ollie Robinson probably, in fairness to him, is one of England's best bowlers. But it's just peculiar that they dropped him for the big series against Australia and India, and then brought him back afterwards, age 32, in the series that matter a bit less at home to New Zealand and Pakistan. So you think if they were going to bring him back, it should have been for the big test. It's a bit odd to bring a kind of older player back for a series where you could be rebuilding. It's almost like they were rebuilding in the important tests and taking the less important tests more seriously. Emilio Gay, Zach Crawley's replacement. It looks like I've watched him a few times for Durham. Decent player, and I hope he's given as much of a kind of extended run as Crawley was. They could put James Rue there. He's not really an opener. He's a middle order batter, but very good. It's possible you could even play Rue instead of Jamie Smith, who started like a train, but kind of looked flawed, especially near the end of the India series and on the Ashes series. Um, Sonny Baker in the squad. That's a kind of typical McCollum Stokes pick. Just someone fast who hasn't got that many wickets yet and isn't really ready. Other than that, kind of what is expected, and but we'll see how they get on in a few weeks.